Hey guys, this is Peter. I'm a composer and I produce music for myself and other people. Been working on tons of original projects for TV and film placements, and I decided to go back to my roots on this one. More than 30 years ago, I loved dissecting my favorite songs, trying to put them back together with my 4-track recorder, drum machine, synth, and guitars. And now and then I'll still mess around with that sort of thing, just for fun. So I've been on a recent Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis binge, reliving all of their amazing creations from back in the day, and thought I'd show you how to construct the drum groove to Human as performed by the Human League by ear. I've always loved this song, but thought it was so far removed from the typical new wave synth pop sound of the Human League. That is, of course, until I recognized all the similarities to the other mid and late 80s R&B groups like Force MDs, Alexander O'Neal, Janet Jackson, New Edition, among many others, all having that amazing Jam Lewis creative signature. Let's just call this cool tune what it is, a Jam Lewis R&B song. It sounds like a simple drum loop, except there are some pretty interesting things going on in here. Disclaimer. I'm not using any original gear, no Lindrum, no TR-808 per se, and I'm trying to recall all of this from ear and from an interpretive angle. These sounds I'm using are slightly manipulated samples out of my ancient Korg Triton and brought into my PreSonus Studio One recording software. By all means, use the originals if you've got them. I basically created an 8-measure sequence and added each instrument as I hear it, what it sounds like, what each instrument is doing, etc., and what kinds of effects might be used, and added it to the sequence as it goes around each time. Again, not 100%, but pretty close. This is just by ear, and I don't have any notation or tab for this. I'll let you take care of the exact instruments, effects, tunings, and all those miscellaneous details. I think the original is 102 beats per minute, but I've got my tempo set up for this particular one at 101.3 to match the reference MP3 I used. So again, I've isolated what I think the drum groove sounds like and all of the instruments respectively, and it starts out with just this kick, shaker, and hi-hat to establish the groove. Pretty simple. After that, I've added a tuned rim shot, some finger snaps, tom and kick snare ambience, some chimes, and a cool castanet at the end of the loop. Next, we've added tuned toms and a delay and reverb, and that big gated snare sound, and the cymbals. And then I've muted the kick, toms, and snare just so you can hear how all of the other miscellaneous percussions sit in the mix. And finally, in the end, you can play the remaining instrument parts like the Moog bass, the synth pads, sampled acoustic guitar and bells and all that stuff, sing over the top of it, play to this 8-bar loop, and have fun. Thanks for watching and listening, and your feedback. And please check out links to all my original music at the end of the tutorial. Enjoy.